most typical dog training websites, I do not feel relief when I go on it.
I feel totally
land on
confused.
it and I'm like, right, so dog trainer, brilliant. Kind of in the right ballpark. Puppy classes, adolescent classes, one-to-ones, SEPA, don't need that one. Which one do I do?
Process of elimination.
I don't know which one I need to do. How do I find out? Oh, wait, hold on. I can just book to buy my spot on that class or that course. Oh, but I don't want to do that because I don't know if that's what I need. Do I want that one? Oh, I can just click here. How do I speak to someone? Right, okay. There's a form. Let's fill in the form. And again, I think this is that whole, I think we've genuinely, I keep going to say we've forgotten, but I genuinely don't think we know because we've never been taught it, what information needs to be on a web page.
Yeah.
Sure. No, totally. Yeah, I mean, generally less is more. So what are the questions that you need to answer for someone to say, yes, this is the trainer for me? So if you can come up with a list of, like bright red questions that if someone does not have the answer for these questions, then they're not going to take the next step. If you can come up with that list and then go through your webpage and say, yes, I've answered each one of those and nothing more, then I think you're in a good spot typically.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. And also, I think that takes work in remembering what it's to be like as a dog owner as well. Because unless you put yourself in that position again and almost like let's take the dog trainer hat off and put the dog owner hat on, you're never going to be able to do that list in the first place, are you? So that's, making sure you can do that one thing to be able to do the next thing. But I really like that, like ticking off the things and going, what else do I need, if anything? If I don't need anything, all the questions are answered. Let's take you to the next step. Yeah.
Or even what are the things that are preventing them from taking action? And then how can we address those on the webpage?
Yeah, like objection handling.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it.
We don't do enough objection handling.
We're scared of objection handling.
Not us, for clarity.
No, we're kind of overcompensating with all the other stuff so that we don't have to get to the objection handling part, I think.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, it is that thought process, isn't it? Of like, if I can give you as much out here, then by the time you get to me, I don't have to do
any objections
because you know everything, and then it's your choice to come on board. Whereas actually, there's so much more involved in this, and we say this all the time of that we're not actually in the business of dogs, we're in the business of people, and we have to connect with people that we just don't know how to do because we've made our whole lives about dogs.
Yeah. And again, I think genuinely we have forgotten so much what it feels like, and for the most part, we were saying this on an episode we've just done, we're all still dog owners. We're dog trainers and we're dog owners for the most part, aren't we? There's not many dog trainers that don't have a dog. So it's just, what can we do just to remove? And I think it is literally the case of visually removing that hat and putting that owner hat back on sometimes because, otherwise. But yeah, I love all this. Yeah, it is hard, isn't it? And we get it. We've been there. We've done it. And this is why we can have these conversations now, because we are not better than you lot in any way, shape or form. We've made all the mistakes. We've done all the stuff. We've both built our own. Did you build your own website? And
at one point, yeah.
Stab around with it and do the best we thought we were doing. And
I've also spent a fuck ton of money on a website that was just a waste of money, but you don't know, do you? You just
didn't you have one with all bits that flashed up and flashy bits on it?
Yeah, the one I invested, I think it was about 10 grand. I blew on a website. Yeah. Yes. God, this was 13 years ago as well, so it was a lot more money then.
Right.
What did it have? It had all the SEO stuff on it. It was but the thing that I didn't know back then was I thought all I needed was a website. You talked earlier about making sure that visibility and everything is there. But for me at that time, I didn't really understand what visibility meant. I just assumed if I've got an all singing or dancing website that does everything it needs to do, that's enough. People will find me. I have to, and then you kind of learn a little bit more as you go on. You're like, right, okay, if I put some blogs and some SEO stuff in there, then that's all going to do the amazing thing. But actually, I think for a lot of us, we're in an early part of our career. And certainly if you are a sole trader, you've not set your company up as a company, it's just you delivering it, taking that cash coming in, then you don't know how to do anything else other than that. You don't know how to be visible. You don't know how to do all that marketing stuff. And therefore, in that scenario, how important do you feel a website is at someone in the early stages of their journey compared to all the other components of business?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I definitely don't think a new dog trainer needs to go spend $10,000 or even $1,000 on a website. I think if you get something, and you won't know, what works until you've had some time to see how your audience takes it in and whatnot too. So I feel like you do need, at least a simple web page up to start, just so that you can start collecting Google reviews, for example, having your Google business profile connected to your website, those sorts of things. And then, but that is to say, would I spend, all of my time on a website when I'm just getting started out? Probably not. You want to get it up, but then you need to start taking the actual actions to get people to see that website, is what I would say.